one of the reasons that gave us a push was to find that the idea we have, it's working well with the vision that Rwanda has in general. Like for the 2050 digital transformation, I was like, oh wow, we are actually we are working towards something that our country also wants. It's not in our head. This is something that is needed, and of course, like we would hope to work hand in hand with, of course, like institutions that are responsible for technology, digital transformation, and so on and so forth. And we do actually hope that ministries such as like the ministries of ICT. Which they're doing an amazing job, and I do think that there should be more investment in talent, in research, and infrastructure. Because as much as AI is a beautiful thing.
Welcome back to the Niche Tech Podcast, a business innovation show that often hosts businesses in tech, especially startups, to talk about their latest turnkey solutions that could evolve the economy. We've had emerging technologies showcased on the show, and today we are graced with a young woman, Meliss, who is in AI innovation. And Meliss, would you introduce yourself to the niche viewers and your team members as well? And
My name is Meliss Shema, and I am here to talk to you guys about Ejo Labs and what we do and the reasoning behind creating such an innovation. So initially, what we do at Ejo Labs, we are creating AI solutions, and this was mainly driven by our love for technology and also how it can be integrated in society. So practically, we are within the intersection of them both and how we can make society better by integrating digital solutions.
who is Meliss? People want to know this young lady, how she ended up in, innovating in tech, in AI. How confident do we need to be as, as women to be in that space?
I would start by saying that as a woman in general, you are capable of doing anything. Whatever you set your mind to, you can definitely achieve that. And as for the reason why I am here and how I am here, it was due to passion and curiosity and wanting to know more of what the world has for us in terms of technology. So with that in mind, I did get an opportunity to complete all my studies. I have a master's in data science, and our team is equipped with very capable people. They are very smart, and they're working day and night to make sure that all the issues that you have as a community, we can provide solutions.
All the young people in this generation, they are no longer looking for jobs. They are all going and starting, a tech innovation business idea, like the background says. So the niche is all about inspiring youth and others out there to take up tech, because tech is the future. If you don't innovate as a business, you would not stay relevant. So, Meliss, I have hosted previously innovators in AI as well, trying to work on language models, especially trying to localize in Kinyarwanda language. So is this a niche?
At Ejo Labs, the actual first product that we do have that is currently live is Ejo Chat. And what is so special about it is that specifically it's tailored to the Rwandan community. It's in Kinyarwanda through and through. Although if you feel more comfortable in English, you definitely do have an option to switch the languages as you want. And for some of you, might be like, oh, maybe it's just another translation, but it's not really about translating. It's about understanding the culture behind it. Because if we are to look at a language, it's not just something that we are using for communication. It's our history, it's culture, it is how we are navigating the world. So if AI is the future, why can't our languages be part of it? Because currently the AI tools that we have, for example, the famous ones like ChatGPT, they are very amazing tools. However, they are trained on English or other global languages other than African languages, sadly, Kinyarwanda being part of it. So that is what makes us very special. And we are so passionate about this because we do think that just simply because you have a barrier in a language doesn't mean that you should lack access to such beautiful technology and what it provides: information, learning, and much more.
Actually, a chatbot out there in Kinyarwanda, and it belongs to Ejo Labs. I want to see this on the show, so maybe you'll do a small demo for us. Recorded is okay. Yes, let's talk about AI in general. It's the tool of now and the future. It's here to stay. So my old auntie, who is a community health worker with the Ministry of Health, who will be taking reports about about the health of the community and sending them through an application to the concerned institution, or to take action. Then she will need AI because they need to be dynamic. So that auntie of mine is probably not quite knowledgeable in English. Maybe her language is French, or she didn't go to school. So this tool can come in handy to get her, like, to do what she understands in the language she understands and send the correct reports. So it's actually underrated. I think it's the tool that we need, because as other players like telecoms stakeholders try to push the digital numbers up, get more smartphones into the hands of the people, we also need everyone to participate in the digital agenda. So at which point did you find it necessarily to introduce this tool, that actually you need to build a tool that understands Kinyarwanda as its native?
I would say it wasn't one reasoning behind it. There were several reasons to why we got to a point where we were like, this is more than just something we want. This is something that our community needs. And for the most part, I did touch on it like previously. For the most part, we would find that all accessible technology, specifically AI tools, they will be in the popular languages. And for us, on our part, African languages, they don't have such an opportunity to have big representation worldwide. And also, if we are to look at, for example, in our community, Rwanda, yes, we've had the opportunity to have education, speak English, French, our mother tongue. And I do think that having something that can understand you fully, your culture, your identity, how you navigate your day life, the slangs you use for the young people, yes, how you talk to each other, it's very crucial, because sometimes when you're using something that is not specifically meant for you, it might give you something that correlates to what you want, but it's not quite right. So for us, we are like, this is just something bigger than ourselves, right? If me, I can use any other AI tool and it's easy for me, why can this be easy for another person who is struggling in the language that I'm using, right? And we do think that with of course users, people using it, helping it to be more developed and actually understanding them a little bit more, it will be very amazing for us, for you, for everyone practically. And like she touched on earlier, we are not just looking at creating a chatbot for the sake of creating one. It's so that education institutions can use it. It's so that the healthcare system, it's so that agriculture, farmers, like if you are to look at farmers, for example, they do hold the largest part of our economy. And for the majority of them, they use Kinyarwanda on a daily basis. Now imagine them having access to such a tool where like information is literally at their fingertips. Like They have a question, they ask, and it's there immediately. They wouldn't have to wait for a long time if they need to talk to an agronomist or, long processes, that type of thing. So that was one of the reasons why we.
You're touching on our heritage, our culture, our identity as Rwandan people. There is so much that is out there on our culture, on our history, our records of the past, right from the historical kingdoms, and then the what happened after, and the political regimes and all that. What has brought us to this, and I don't think it's all translated to English. So yes, we need this tool to keep our culture with us, our history, and our identity as Rwandans. But also in education, in the like the Kinyarwanda teachers also need to be included in the research. And also there's students who are not well versed with some of these foreign languages. And you spoke about the economy, most importantly farming. We have reached 60%, I think, penetration of smartphones, and I believe some of those smartphones are with farmers, and they are using researched methodologies to improve on their farming. So this tool comes in handy for them, to include them innovation and advanced methods of farming. They want to talk to an agronomist, or to get access to certain facilities online is easy for them. And we know that even the sales, the market in general is shifting online. So what you would go to queue in a market on a normal market day, or waiting for a market day to happen in the rural areas, then you can use a tool like this to order online and get the stuff you want, even affordably, with e-commerce. Yes. And the farmers are, as you mentioned, driving the economy. We spoke about health. I read an article about mental health, and people getting checked online, feeling free to use AI to reach someone who is maybe a health expert, to share, to offload some of the issues that could cause depression and other mental issues. So we assume that the population out there will start adapting to some of these, initiatives, and will need to be included in the local language. But then, Kinyarwanda in itself is a rich language. It has idioms, it has proverbs, it has sayings, riddles, grammar, and all this. So how do you capture all that, not being linguists, not being experts in the language? How do you come to translate, or to get the full scope of the language, that it will not be half translated or missed along the way?
On that part, one thing that I would like to say, yes, you're definitely right. We are not linguists. We are just people who are interested in technology. And it also doesn't mean that we are the only people working on such a project. We we ask aid for people who have more knowledge about languages, specifically Kinyarwanda, because they know better than we do. And also, as of right now, we don't have a model from scratch because, of course, like the information is scattered, and it's gonna take us a little minute to have actually our own that we have developed and created from scratch. So for now, we are fine tuning the existing ones, but they are directly like in Kinyarwanda, and it's not about translation, which is it's just understanding what like if you say a proverb, for example, like if I take a Kinyarwanda proverb and put it maybe ChatGPT or Google, like sometimes it might not fully catch it, although it understand the words as like one word. I know what this it means. This one I know what it means. However, all together, you can't put it together. You just do a rough translation. So that's why we will be collaborating with linguists who are specialized in Kinyarwanda overall.
Have also to accommodate the whole Kinyarwanda syllabus for education in all levels.
Specifically for education, yes, and also like I said, it does, yes, offer. We do have the Kinyarwanda and the English version, but mainly focusing on Kinyarwanda. And yes, we will include the syllabus. However, we want it also to be more than just helping one section of the education system. Also, institutions who are using English as their teaching language. Of course, this is a system that can be integrated in their school. For example, this is a tool that can help their students have tailored curriculum in a sense. Like this student struggles with this, so now they have a tailored structure of how they should learn, or even like the school stuff, so that they can have their task automated if they have repetitive tasks, so that they can be more efficient, more like they do their work effectively. And also like on their teacher side, of course, they also, so they don't have to repeat the same questions for tests when they're doing exams, when it's during exam season. So we are looking at the education system as a whole, of course, like Kinyarwanda being at the top, and also integrating ourselves in other parts of education.
Navigating the balance between making data available for innovation while also ensuring it remains private and compliant within the Rwandan national security standards.
For us, something as fragile as data is something that we thought of before we even were like, we are doing this ABCD, because it's something that we believe is very crucial, which is why we actually have a data controller certificate from the National Cybersecurity Authority of Rwanda. And they also do help startups, and they help you understand how this data is to be used, to be managed, regulated, and all these things. And I can understand in the hesitation that sometimes people have when it comes to AI, not necessarily like in one part agriculture or education. Like in general, there are still some people who are skeptical. But one thing I can say is that AI is not going anywhere, and we've seen from the time that it came, we've seen how transformative it has been, how efficient and effectively people have been able to work, research quickly. And with that, we just want to make sure you understand that here at Ejo Labs, your data is safe. It's nothing is going to be done with it that that does not comply with the rules and the regulations of Rwanda in general.
Thank you, Melissa. And now, okay, so what is the dream application you hope a young innovator in Huye or Kigali, Rwanda will build using your tools?
One thing actually is that we are not hoping for one dream application. We are genuinely hoping for builders. Like, build as many as you want. Let us serve our community. Let us work together and build something amazing, because we do hope that whether you're in Huye, Musanze, here in Kigali, anywhere where you have access to Ejo Chat, you can build anything that is serving your community. And actually, it's one of the reasons why we have like the Ejo Labs summer camp. And actually, if you're interested and you're a viewer, you can go and apply to it right away. It's on the website. So we have such programs where you go there, you are trained, you are working on real world issues, real world projects, and actually your ideas are also welcome. Like, you have a group of people to help you develop your idea more. And in case you also you're struggling in one area, you are given assistance. And of course, there are also further training, depending on what you're interested in, either let it be prompt engineering, overall understanding of AI, software engineering. We are trying to help the youth build what we hope would be the better Rwanda for tomorrow initially.
I think the Ejo Hub summer camp, Ejo Labs summer camps, is something that would catch the attention of students, parents like me.
Our target audience is All the above in a sense of like it's the youth, but also the parents or the caretakers of the youth. Because we do think that youth have so much potential and they still have time to, there is a different perspective that they have in the way that they do things, and they can come up with solutions that we were not able to come up with. The same way the people before us passed the torch on to us, we are hoping to do the same for the next generation. So for example, for I do think students are in holidays currently, and if they're on holidays, and yes, it's a holiday, but you can do something productive with it. And we also do have like projects where participants they come and they have to compete, and they're doing this. We also invite different institutions in different fields, and after that, like whoever wins, of course, they're given an award. There's also money prize. Of course, you're gonna get connections as well, and you can develop your own projects overall. So our target is the youth, but also dear parents. Yeah, you can also you can also help.
Where do you see Ejo Labs in 5, 10 years from now? Because even, we spoke about before NVIDIA, OpenAI, and these other AI gurus that started out as startups like yourself. And today we can't even tie the laces of their shoes. So, what is the future for us here in Rwanda and beyond?
Our long-term goal is to actually be able to have been able to provide the solutions that we've promised to Rwandans, and initially we hope to have helped all the fields that we have promised to help. If we're talking about education, this was our target and we did that. This is agriculture, this was our target and we did that. And initially we want to be able to also provide share the knowledge we have, and also create job opportunities like for fellow Rwandans, for the youth. We also do have programs where we do actually offer internships for anybody who is interested in tech, and or you're just curious or you just want to know more, something like that. So initially our goal in 5 years or even 10, we hope to be as big as the companies that you did mention, and to definitely be planning to more than the goal that we have right now.
Do you see holding your hand along this journey? Because I see the Minister of ICT, Honorable Paula, speaking often about AI, and I believe that ministry is well centered, well focused on AI as a vision for Rwanda, along with other, innovations. So, who are the stakeholders, the business stakeholders, the government stakeholders, or other international bodies that you see holding hands with you, or even the general market? How would you position yourself to reach there faster than the 10 years that we forecast? I believe technology runs faster than any other, so where we would see a normal business picking up in 20, 25 years, a tech business will take about 10 years, because also the focus of Rwanda is on tech. And I believe that even out there in the rest of Africa, if your market is also targeting there, I believe they are into AI.
Actually, one of the reasons that gave us a push was to find that the idea we have, it's working well with the vision that Rwanda has in general. Like for the 2050 digital transformation, I was like, oh wow, we are actually we are working towards something that our country also wants. It's not in our head. This is something that is needed, and of course, like we would hope to work hand in hand with, of course, like institutions that are responsible for technology, digital transformation, and so on and so forth. And we do actually hope that ministries such as like the ministries of ICT, which they're doing an amazing job, and I do think that there should be more investment in talent, in research, and infrastructure. Because as much as AI is a beautiful thing and can be integrated in our daily life, I do think that there is still more infrastructure that we need to accommodate it, like things like data centers. And of course, like right now, the beautiful thing is that we have the talent, we just have to invest in it. And with proper talent that has access to infrastructure, I do believe the sky is.
I believe the biggest challenge for innovators right now is the space to innovate in. Apart from obviously the funding, the mobilization for uptake of their solutions. But do you think we should start thinking of getting GPSs here in Rwanda?
Definitely, because with these type of technologies and tools, these are things that make our lives easier every day, and it makes you as a person, regardless of what you're doing, this is something. If you are less frustrated about something that could be done in 1 second, you have more time to do something more productive, more and more. So of course, like having such technologies that help you on a daily life is definitely going to improve our lives, our health, and everything included.
Talked about one specific product, which is the summer camp for for tech for the youth. Is this a priced product or it's a free product, or and what are the other products that you're bringing to the market? I believe the niche serves as well as a go-to market for some of these tech startups who are in so much into development. They rarely think about the go-to market.
As far as the summer As far as the Ejo Labs summer project, it's a training. You just have to go on the website, go in careers, and if you're interested, just simply apply and you gain knowledge. And as far as for other things that we do offer, like I actually mentioned before, is that we do work with businesses and different institutions. And for developers, we actually do provide free APIs, so you can have. You can go on our website and get yourself one, and you can develop any project, any product that you want using our APIs. And we also have tiers, and these are things that you can find on our website. If you just need more information, you can simply send an email or just give us a call. But for the most part, yeah.
Any call to action from your targeted audiences, market niches, stakeholders, partnerships?
One thing I would like to say is I would like to tell the youth that it's okay to start where you are. You don't need to wait until all the stars have aligned, until everything is perfect, until you've gotten everything. There is so much power and so much value in starting where you are. And I do hope that you don't lose the passion to innovate and bring bigger ideas than we even could think of right now.
Thank our viewers at the Niche Tech Podcast Business Innovation Show, and we remind you that it happens weekly. Only that sometimes we get occupied and we don't appear as often. But when we get good innovators like Meliss, we will definitely put everything aside and put up a show for you guys. And we want to thank also the support from Rwanda Polytechnic Kigali College Innovation Hub, where we are at. You can see the background, and this is the continuous the youth in innovation, having also one of their former students innovating with you in Ejo Hubs. You told me about that.
One of our amazing technical person from our team, and they are so brilliant, and they work day and night to make sure that everything that I'm saying, you actually get to say it and use it. So it's such an amazing and a blessing to have had an opportunity to be here, and also to be invited and be here with Jiria. She's such a beautiful host, and yeah.
Thank you, Meliss. Thank you, our cameraman. Good job. And we special thanks to all the stakeholders in ICT business. We will continue to come up with amazing shows at the niche, and this is also a call to action. If you have an amazing innovation and you want to showcase it at the niche, reach out the niche@gmail.com. Yeah, and you can also reach out to Jidia Gasana. I'm the host of the show, the founder actually, Jidia Gasana on LinkedIn, also on other platforms. Thank you. Have a lovely week ahead.
This is Ejo Chat, our Kinyarwanda fast AI assistant. We built it around a simple idea. Using AI should feel as natural as speaking your own language. You can access Ejo Chat simply by searching for Ejo Labs or by using the direct link to the platform. Once you're here, you will notice that you can switch between English and Kinyarwanda at any time. While we support both languages, our focus has always been building an experience that truly understands and responds naturally in Kinyarwanda. Let's open Ejo Chat and see it in action. I will start with a practical question. Ni izihe business zunguka nakora mu Rwanda muri 2026? As you can see, Ejo Chat responds with detailed suggestions that are relevant to the Rwandan context. Whether someone is exploring a business idea, studying, or simply looking for reliable information, our goal is to make knowledge more accessible in Kinyarwanda. Now let's try something completely different. Nsobanurira software engineering nkaho mfite imyaka 5. One of the things we care most about is making complex ideas easier to understand. AI should be able to meet people where they are, whether they're just getting started or already have experience. You'll also notice that Ejo Chat suggests follow-up questions, making it easy to continue exploring a topic or naturally without having to think of the next question yourself. Anyone can start using Ejo Chat straight away. After a number of questions, you'll be prompted to create an account to continue the conversation. Creating an account is quick, and you can also sign in using Google or LinkedIn. Ejo Chat is the first step in a much bigger vision for Ejo Labs. Beyond the chatbot, we are building AI solutions for schools, healthcare providers, organizations, and other institutions, all designed around real workflows and real community needs. As you explore the website, you'll also find updates about what we are building, the partnerships we're forming, and the journey we're on as we continue to improve. And if you'd like to work with us, collaborate, or simply learn more, we'd love to hear from you. In case you need more information, please visit our website or contact us via email.